Hi, I'm Rowan from Mourning Dawn, and today I'm being interviewed by Schaden Collective. I'm not going to be very original, would be life and all the struggles that we all have to go through. Um, like like a lot of people, I started to play music when I was like a teenager, and we all have our own teenage angst or even depression. And I definitely started to play music when I was facing like teenage depression when I was like 18 or 19, 18 years old. And I just never stopped. But luckily, depression stopped. Well, it went back when I was like in my 30s, and it was a nightmare. But when you just love, the dark stuff in everything, because you just, I don't know how to explain that. There is beauty in everything, and especially into the dark stuff, because it should be harder to find, and when it's hard to find something, it gets more value. And when you can find like the beauty in black metal or doom metal, when you can look at it and you can feel the emotion, it's just awesome. We all remember the first time we discovered, some of the great bands of the genre. For me, it was like Evoken, or in black metal, it would be like, the Norwegian black metal bands. And I will always remember my first time with these bands. And in life in general, I'm working as in the health care, in palliative care. So death is around me every day. I'm not say it's a friend, but I quite know it, because I don't know if it's a he or a she. And well, it gives myself food for thoughts every day, and that's it. That's probably why the purpose of Mourning Dawn has not been about suicide or self-mutilation or all this stuff, because it's more about humanism and the meaning of life. Well, it didn't change anything. Basically, I'm doing everything in the band, even composing the drums. It's just like, this is the song, and we're gonna play it. But I'm asking my mates, if it's fine or not, if there is something shocking them, for the arrangement, or if some experimentations are going way too further. But anyway, no, I am the man behind Mourning Dawn, and all our fans know that. I don't think it's going to change, but it's not dictatorship, because I'm still asking my bandmates like how they feel it, how they feel the songs, and they all participate on the songwriting. Like I'm just like, hey, I need a solo on this part, or hey, feel free to do whatever you want on this part, but I'm still behind and leading the whole process, because it's all about my feelings, my emotion. So well, it's not something that you can really share, or maybe it could happen in the next years, but it must be like with someone who really connect with me, and I never met that person. That's a very great question, and this is a topic I'm having a lot with some friends playing in different bands. Uh, when will we stop? When we will be satisfied with what we are doing? I mean, when you're considering yourself as an artist, which is another question, um, um, I have no idea where do we go, when I will stop, when I don't know. There is no goal when you're making music. I guess it's just expressing yourself, just a way of, you know, screaming something at the face of the world. And I chose to do that in a weird way with super extreme music. Um, but I guess I already reached the goal of the band. Like, I'm having some fans. I'm still making music after so many years. I am satisfied, and sometimes I'm just like, yeah, we could play more gigs, or maybe we can, you know, start to reach that new level of fame. But I'm like, it's a step into something which I'm not gonna have any control, because now with the all streaming services and the whole business, which is going really, really fast, it's hard to adapt for bands. There is competition between the bands. It's hard to play because there are way too many bands. So I'm just like, well, what do I want to do with my band? And it's just like, well, making good songs with full of emotions, and well, that would be enough. And the most precious thing, which I'm very, very, very proud, is I always love to meet new people and make new relationships, and so if my music helps me just to do that, to meet new people and discover new way of thinking and new experiences, and collaborate, making new projects, that would be fine. So basically, no goals at all. And I guess having a goal is already killing something in the creative process. And it's really weird because if you're really talking about the Dead Years, it's basically a re-recording of our first album. So I can talk about first album, then talk about the story behind the Dead Years, because there is a story, a funny and dramatic one. Well, the first album was made all by myself with like, I don't know, the budget would be like $500. But it was at that time where depressive black metal and doom metal did not really meet at the time, and I guess we went a lot to do that in like 20 years ago. I was involved in the French doom metal scene, the Parisian one, but I was always interested into super extreme stuff and very raw vocals, and so I just made my thing, you know, all by myself at my parents' house. And well, I have to say, it's been years since I listened to this album, but I did it like some month ago, and it was like, wow, this is really extreme. Like you can feel like the guy singing, which was me. That guy is really in pain, and just because of that, I'm like, okay, this is a good album, because it's really sincere. It comes from the heart, despite its very low production. And that's why I re-recorded it years after, to make the Dead Years. which is a reference to the first album. Then we were supposed to tour in China, and the promoter offered us to re-record the first album. So I did. I quite changed some things on the album. Some people complain about that, but well, these are my songs, and I really feel like songs are better this way. And the production was better, but still made in the old school way. And yeah, it sold pretty quickly, which was surprising. It doesn't have the same, I don't know how to say, depressive vibe. It's more professional, but the songs are more direct and straight to the point. And it's I think it's one of the few albums that can very cross a bridge between doom and black metal. So yeah, it's a cool one. And the fun thing is the tour in China was cancelled because of very weird things, because of censorship in China. But still, the album was released and it sold pretty well in China, apparently. And it's quite hard to find now in Europe. But anyway, you can find it easily on internet. Thank you. It's a very, very, very cool compliment. I guess The Form of Despair is a step forward compared to the previous album. For different reasons. First one is I'm not depressed anymore, and it helps a lot to make good music. I mean, to just talk about that for like a minute, being depressed sucks, like big time. And when you're really, really depressed, you cannot make any music. I mean, I cannot believe that people facing like clear depression are making music. I'm just like, it's not possible. Otherwise you're just under huge medication, or you're in rehab, or I don't know. But well, concerning my experience, I am a better musician when I'm just fine with myself. And this is what happened with The Form of Despair. I wasn't sure about Mourning Dawn because I had other bands at the same time, especially a gothic rock band which I was really involved into, and so I played quite a lot of gigs with this band, and so I wasn't sure I wouldn't keep going with Mourning Dawn. And I don't know how I became a father, which was a very great and weird experience in my life. It was like, well, let's try to do something, maybe. I don't know. I didn't really think about how I'm going to make the songs. It just came like out of the blue. Excepting for Blue Pain, which is the highlight of the album. I wanted like a single, something more in your face and a catchy song, and I guess we quite succeeded at that. This is the song people are just always talking about. So I just think I became a better musician and a songwriter, mostly. 20 years making music. Of course, we shall improve ourselves making music. So yeah, I hope like the standards of the songs are better now. I think I think slowly but surely the band is just cutting the bridges with the doom metal scene. I feel like I've said everything I wanted in this style. Um, it's a very friendly and lovely scene, but it's very conservative at the same time. I'm talking about the doom metal scene, and I definitely want to experiment new things, and I don't find a lot of cool things in the doom metal scene now. So I'm just like, well, I'm really interested since like a lot of years into industrial music or even modern stuff. I mean, trap music or drill or trip hop. So this is probably something which we will find in the next albums, while still being true to myself, like the black metal and the slow and desperate atmosphere. But yeah, I don't want to make others 20 minute long songs. I mean, after I made the Dead End Euphoria album, which was like a very low in my life, I was like, okay, I've done that. This is a very, very, very extreme album, but I will never do that again, because I will never be able to do that again, because or that would mean I would be in a very bad shape. So my life has changed, and my influences have changed also. Are there any artists you dream of collaborating with, within or outside the black metal scene? Well, I am lucky enough to be in touch and respected by a lot of people that influence me, like the Bethlehem guys, the Innomakers, the Shining guys, or friends in the whole scenes. So I don't know. I'm a collaborating guy, but just asking people doesn't matter if they are famous or not. It just has to serve the songs. So I don't know, and I'm not a fan. Also, I'm not a fan of bands, excepting Napalm Death. I'm a huge Napalm Death fan, which has nothing to do with my music. But I'm listening to this band since I'm like 8. So yeah, maybe playing with the Napalm Death guys would be awesome, and listen to the slow Napalm Death songs, like this song called Moral. It's awesome stuff in the Godflesh style. So yeah, maybe a collaboration with like Shane Embury or Justin Broderick. That would be like awesome. But I guess I think it would never happen. I have a lot of Italian friends, so I would rather keep them as friends. All I can say is I went in Sweden for holidays recently, and I saw a pizza with pineapple and bananas. And that was the weirdest thing ever. I didn't try it, but I wanted it. So ask that for a Swedish guy next time, because if pineapple is like a sacrilege, pineapple and bananas, it's like a nuclear war to Italian people. I don't know what recognition means. I had a conversation with a friend about that. The first thing is, are you fine with yourself making music? The second step is it okay for you to be recognized by your peer, by other musicians in your scene, in your niche? And I think this is what's happening with my band. Like, we don't sell a lot of records, which is normal considering the style. But I know that people are respecting what we're doing. So this is absolutely fine, and for me it's already the world, you know. Like some people which I was quite fond of, like 10 years or 20 years ago, are just tell me like, hey, Mourning Dawn, yeah, it's a cool band, and that's okay. And then afterwards you have the recognition by the people, and it's like a previous question you asked me, like the goal for the band. I don't know. I mean, if we have fans, it's fine, and if we don't, well, I'm referring to the step one. I'm fine with myself, so it's okay. I mean, having one fan or 1,000 fans, obviously, it's more cool to have like a lot of fans, especially since you can see that on your fucking Spotify monthly listeners, which is probably the worst thing that ever happened to the whole musical business, because it creates like competition. You can feel like shit all the time because you're just like, why do my numbers decrease or increase? You just don't understand anything, and it's like a depressive machine, you know. I hate just this number on Spotify. It's just pure hell. But I don't know if I'm being recognized in the scene. I think people interested into extreme stuff, like extreme doom or maybe the SBM, I don't know. They just know us, and that's cool. Well, Bandcamp, obviously, or just email me or on the networks, like everyone. We have like an Instagram, we have like a Facebook, we have a Bandcamp. So just give us a shout out. We don't have a lot of merch left to sell, but we still have shirts depending on the size, and we still have like the last copies for our last album because it sold pretty well. I was really surprised. And to any of the people watching this interview, I just want to say thank you for having any interest into what I'm doing, and thank you for supporting the band in any way you can. It could be just like a stream or financial support with buying a shirt or a CD or an LP. Thank you for that, and thank you for the interview. Thank you for taking the time to watch, support the underground music, and subscribe to Schaden Collective.
Il semble que les grandes âmes, parfois, soient moins épouvantées par la vie